Okay, welcome back to episode 5. I was just, if you want to do an intro at some point, let me know. I just do like 90% of them naturally.
Yeah.
Jonah does them. Jonah likes doing intros and outros. Nobody else really does. So during our crash one, I was like, Jackson, you want to do the intro? And he's like, I don't know. No. And I was like, yeah, it's like, whatever, Anyway, so the thing about like really high level stuff like card games like that, every play, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. Battlegrounds is different. I think I've pretty much mastered that. I think I'm doing the right play like most of the time. The intricacies of each play in that one in Constructed are just like crazy. Because Grandmasters make like every play they make is like super calculated from the first turn, and it's annoying because some Grandmasters, they just like take the entire time for their turn every turn because they're thinking about their plays for so long.
What's his name? Who's like the infamous guy?
The guy who's infamous for that is named Life Coach. He was a professional gambler or poker player, whatever you want to call it.
That makes sense actually.
And he became poker player is the right term. And he actually he was one of the people Blizzard was like, hey, come check out our new stuff. And he saw it one year. This was like 3 years ago, and he was like, I'm done. I'm done with Hearthstone. I'm not playing it anymore. And now he plays like the kind of Hearthstone dungeon run type games, like Slay the Spire and Monster Train is a newer one I've heard about. Haven't really played that one.
I don't know. Yeah, Slay the Spire looks cool. I just don't really know a lot about it.
Slay the Spire is cool. I think my issue with it is it's a little slow. Like, I'm not like... It's a really it has mods now, too. So there's, like, people have put, like, Hollow Knight characters in it as new heroes and stuff. Yeah, like, a bunch of cool stuff. But the thing about Slay the Spire is that it gets going a little slow for me, so I just have trouble, like, playing it for, like, a long period of time. I just get kind of bored of it. I don't know. It's like me and video games. It's super rare I find a game that I want to play just over and over and over again, right? Hearthstone Battlegrounds is one of those games. There's not many, though. Like, a lot of games where you buy them and you're supposed to play them for, like, a million hours. I'm like... Are you doing it cool?
Sorry, yeah, this is one of the coolest ones. You just rev it up.
Oh!
Face. It's pretty gnarly. And then you just... Once it's revved up all the way...
Stick it in there. You need the devil to do that one, right?
Yeah.
That was pretty rad.
Yeah.
Van's kicking this boss's ass. The first time I fought this boss did not go very well. She has a lot of moves that I had to like try to dodge. I don't know. I was pretty bad at this game when I started. The only boss that gave me trouble after like I got the hang of the game was that big fucker that rams you all the time, and you know which one I'm talking about. You fight him as Nero. It's like 15 or something mission. V like gets there and then he like doesn't.
The like chicken thing.
That thing is really that one kicked my ass not because I thought it was hard, but because its DPS is so high that if you get hit by it, you just take 2.5 bars of damage or something. It's like crazy. And then the second mission 19, that one gave me trouble too.
Yeah,
that one's just hard.
That one's super hard, regardless of what difficulty or anything. I just always think that one's hard. I was terrible at this game too.
Yeah, and so, I mean, that's just how it goes. Like, I'm not like, neither of us are Chase. Chase like naturally picks up games like super well. I don't think I ever have, unless it's like, if it's like a sports game or like a card game, I could probably like. Some genres are different than others in terms of that thing, but like pretty standard action games, Western RPGs, stuff like that. I'm gonna be very slow. And in fact, the video game is too slow, I just won't play it. A good example of that is I could not really get into Dark Souls. But I like their other games.
The only one I finished is 3.
It's 3, right? Did you play any of the other ones at all?
I tried playing 2 and I thought it was super boring. I might try it again, but 3 is like the closest to like a video game. I don't know. It's like closest to like Bloodborne or something, where it's like.
I know, that reminds me, a genre that not Jonah Mercer, but the Jonah that lives here is really good at is those like mystery games. So Jonah, what he would do when he was streaming the third Danganronpa game is he would just sit down and think about the case for like he would just talk out what he was thinking for super long, like 20 minutes or half hour or whatever. And he was he would literally figure it out.
That's crazy.
He almost figured out like all of them. The first one in V3 he could not figure out, but after that, like Tooth. I remember he figured out who did it in 2, 3, and 4 before the trial even started, which is just crazy. So anyway, yeah.
So, for context of what's happening right now, the lady and Trish were both defeated with Dante with Urizen, and Urizen like trapped him in these demon things.
Yeah, so presumably Trish is still trapped in a demon somewhere.
Yeah.
To go save her.
I'm gonna have to tell her, man.
She got the funny blue goop on her.
That's crazy though. They just solved.
You just figured it out, yeah. Because those games are supposed to be like, you know, these like pretty intense mystery games. And I personally did not really try to just figure them out. I just kind of played the game. But yeah, he figured it out, man. Yeah. And those cases have like a lot of moving parts as well. But if you think about it enough, narrowing it down isn't too hard, but actually getting it's tough. Yeah, for sure. Another S for Van, maybe. Yeah, we're still going on this. We're only 6 minutes into this one.
Yeah, and then I don't know what to do with this.
So, Van, what's your favorite Diary of a Wimpy Kid moment?
Probably when I don't know why the one I always remember though is in the third book when like he like is in his underwear and he like doesn't have the keys to the hotel room and he's like stuck.
It's on the cover.
Yeah, that one like stressed me out so much when I read it like 2nd and 3rd grade.
Right. Now if I was like in a like hotel hallway and I was in my underwear in the hallway, I wouldn't really be that anxious about it. I wouldn't be happy with my situation, but I wouldn't be like Greg who's like I'm actually gonna die.
Yeah.
So I talked about this on one of our series because I thought it was so funny. It might have been in the Crash one. But the best moment is definitely in the second book. He explains. So there's another starring there. There's a Nero somewhere in the area. So there's this moment in the second book where he has to do his laundry. So his grandpa gets him a laundry hoop like the one I have behind you, right? To hang on the door so he can throw his laundry into the hoop. And his grandpa was like, it'll make putting away laundry fun or whatever. And Greg is like, great. So now I have a chore to do. So instead of like doing his laundry like a regular person, he just never does laundry ever because he has to do his own laundry now, right? He's in front of his grandpa. He's like, yeah, I throw all my laundry on the floor of my room and then it comes back to me a couple days later and it's all clean. Like, you say that in front of your mom, she's going to be like, fuck you, you fucking entitled piece of shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, Mansplain is V, which is kind of a button mash simulator. V just sort of walks around and his demons do the thing, and then V has to kill the demons themselves, though.
Yeah, that's because the lore reason is like demons can't kill demons or whatever, so he has to be.
So V's demons get them down to a killing blow, and then V comes in and kills them with his like little cane.
Yeah.
But V himself is useless. He doesn't do anything besides killing blows. Anyway, so Greg not having laundry becomes Greg having to wear dirty clothes to school, which is not great. Kind of a fake person thing, right? You know. But you know, if you had to wear dirty jeans to school, they probably don't smell. They're probably fine, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't need to wash my work shirt that often because I wear an undershirt every day and I clean all my undershirts, right? And I shower every day too, so it's not like something that consistently is touching your skin like a shirt or underwear needs to be washed for sure after one use, but. Jeans, you could probably get away with not washing those for a couple days, right?
Right.
He has to wear dirty jeans to school. So what problem does this create? What do you think? Oh, his jeans probably, smell, right? That's the issue? No. Do you know where I'm going? You remember this?
Yeah, I remember.
So apparently, when you wear dirty clothes, there can be clothes inside the clothes that you don't notice.
Yeah.
Which is, no, that's impossible. No way.
He just would do like
so he'll just be, he walks, he's like, the risk of wearing these dirty jeans to school is I'm walking down the hallway and a dirty pair of underwear falls out of his pant leg and people see it and he just keeps walking.
It's like...
And then over the intercom, someone is like, underwear with the name Greg H. written in the waistband has been found. Please come claim it, right? And then he's like, oh, I'm embarrassed. There's many reasons that's stupid. One of them is that they wouldn't do that over the intercom ever. unless they're like there's like 10 students at the school, maybe they would.
Yeah.
That would never happen. They would go to Lost and Found. That's how school works,
Yeah.
right? But the other thing is, you can't look down at the pant legs to see if there's dirty underwear there. Like really?
Wouldn't you just feel it? Like,
wouldn't you just know it's there?
like, no. Greg
is like the fakest person ever.
No,
it's that's the appeal, that he like sucks. He's like a manipulative monster and he sucks.
I think that's like why the series is still like stuck around as like people still remember like moments and.
Well, yeah, it's like a meme. It's like a big meme now.
Yeah.
One of our episodes we talked about, me and Kyle, we talked about there's people write these like fan fictions basically where they like do drawings and stuff. Not like they like use their Photoshop skills to use drawings from the books and like create their own stories. And a lot of these stories are pretty good. I remember reading a lot of them a couple years ago. But there's this one about Greg's No Nut November. It just ends with his mom is like actually a serial killer and his entire family gets like murdered.
Yeah,
and it is so bizarre. That story, it was one of those like you can't look away car crash kind of things. It was just I don't want to retread too much on things I've already talked about, but that shit was just so stupidly funny.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. Anyway, I was gonna say. That sort of Diary of a Wimpy Kid is supposed to like embody middle school. Like he's still in middle school. It's supposed to be like timeless, right?
Right. It's like The Simpsons.
And so, that only makes me want to tell middle school stories. We didn't know each other in middle school. We had completely different middle school experiences. And when I think about the stories from Whitman Middle School, the first one I think of is there was this one incident. I don't remember this cutscene. I do. There was this one incident that involved the principal getting punched in the face, which was there were these two kids that had like beef with each other, right? And so apparently members of their like siblings, members of their families showed up in front of the office and started physically fighting each other.
Oh my god.
Inside the school. So I don't know how this escalated. I don't know if this was planned. This is literally what happened though. Like, and so so the principal apparently tried to stop it, and someone just whacked him in the face. Which is honestly hilarious. But I don't even know where to begin with that as a story though. Oh, it's an achievement. Did you take a secret path or something?
If you use Nightmare in this like one section, he comes through the mural in that building.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Anyway, now using Nightmare here is probably smart too, because I remember this section being like a lot of enemies. But I just remember thinking like, wow, like that's the school I go to. Smile. No, it's just like my middle school was like kind of fucked. I mean, I feel like everyone who lives in the city is like, oh, my middle school's pretty fucked, bro. But I don't know. Do you have any like crazy stories from yours? I have like a really awful one that I'll follow up with if you want to say anything.
I don't think I have any like major ones. There was a person who sold weed out of his locker, and then they smoked it in the bathroom, which is like the dumbest thing you could possibly.
Well, there was Andrew Ton got suspended. He was selling pocket knives and weed in the bathroom, and just got suspended because. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Selling two things that kids are not supposed to have, right?
Yeah.
Like,
at your school.
I don't know, some kids were like really early with the whole let's do drugs stuff, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know what sex was till I was like 12. We had Flash and stuff, but I wasn't like sexually aware until I was like 12.
Yeah.
I was definitely later on the end on that one, so. Anyway, there's this one year, and I'm almost like embarrassed for the people in this story telling it now, but one year when I was in 8th grade, on Halloween, there were a group of girls. They were like popular girls or whatever, because that like basic popularity structure was like definitely a thing at my middle school.
Yeah, it was at ours.
I'm actually gonna tell this story in the next episode. So see y'all later. Stay tuned for a cursed Halloween story.